Hey, hey, it's your girl KV, and I am coming to you with Love and Marriage Huntsville. So, I watch this show religiously, but I don't know if we're gonna make it through the whole season with this show because it gets exhausting. It gets exhausting. So, we're gonna see how far through the season we're gonna make it before I be like, you know what? I am over the gaslighting, the manipulation, the misogyny. I don't need to do the reviews no more. But we're going to see, y'all. We're going to see. So I want to start out with just like a little story time, right? So I have been to Huntsville and actually went to Black. My husband and I, last year, we went out there for one of my favorite podcasts, had a live show, Cocktails in Atlanta. Out of Atlanta, they did a show. So I was like, well, we might as well drive to Huntsville. It's a few hours away from where we are. So while we were there, I was like, well, let's go see if we can get to Black. See if we can go to Black. See if we meet somebody. So we walk in. Lo and behold, the first person we see, y'all, is Marceau. My husband was like, well, there go Marceau right there. And I'm like, stop lying. Turn around. There you go. So we just kind of, looking around trying to find a table. It ain't nobody in that thing working, y'all. It's like one bartender, maybe. It was one bartender, maybe one waitress. So when we got there, he got up from the table that he was at because I guess he was kind of realizing like, oh, ain't nobody here to seat them. He greets us and everything. And, da-da-da-da, making small talk. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm a fan. I watched the show. And well, we don't got to do it right now, but I do want a picture eventually. He goes, with me dressed like this? Yeah, he had on like a flannel shirt and some jeans. And I'm like, ain't you always dressed like this? My husband said that was rude. And he wouldn't have took a picture with me. But my thing is like, he's literally always dressed like that. Why are you at your restaurant on the weekend dressed like this if you don't want nobody taking pictures of you dressed like this? So Robin, you did all of this. So that was my little story time. But on to the review. So I am so glad, y'all, that we see the new intro and there is no destiny. Amen. Because she gave absolutely nothing. Like, it just was not necessary for her to be full cast on the show, period, really, for you to just pick fights about just the most randoms of things where it's like, girl, this ain't even entertainment. So, no destiny in the intro. Stormy and Courtney, her husband, they're full cast now. Kiki is also on the full cast. We see that Tiffany is big and pregnant in the intro. We already knew she was pregnant. That's why they wanted at the reunion. But Tiffany was big and pregnant. And speaking of the reunion, I should have known from then that we weren't going to see no more Destiny because Carlos was definitely dropping some little hints and some little, he's over it basically with people not showing up when they get to work. Okay, she trying to be all coy about, oh, it might be somebody sitting next to me next year this time. if you sitting there and clearly don't look like she will be. So we see Melody and Kimmy. They get together and I know everybody's friendships and relationships are different and people provide different things for people and the structure of their lives, whether it be a text message or sending flowers or whatever it may be. But it's just so mind-boggling to me how Melody is like, yeah, I haven't spoken to Kimmy and I haven't spoken to her since then, but this, that, and the third. And Kimmy's like, yeah, Mel's a great friend. Yeah, she's always there for me. And it's just kind of like, which is it? Is it Uchiwali or is it one mic? Somebody let me know, okay? But to be honest, Kimmy gets a half pass this season to kind of Be delusional. And we'll get there towards the end of this episode or the next, whenever. We'll get there. So, Mel and Kimmy, they talking and they just catching up. She telling her she want to throw a party. Reese is kind of against the party because he's like, he don't want to celebrate too early. He's like, yeah, you made it through chemo and it's good at the chemo, but we still got to do surgery, so he ain't really ready to throw no party. Kimmy and Mel is like, it's fine. We gonna throw this party. Mel volunteers. She gonna throw the party. She was like, okay, well, if it was my party, it would be a certain, few people that I wouldn't invite. But since this is your party, cool. Whoever you want there, I'll invite them. So she's like, okay, even the people that you don't like, all right, let's practice. So they do a little mock. Hey girl, who is this? Melody. Oh, okay, yeah, I want to invite you somewhere. You want to invite me somewhere? Being silly or whatever, a little lighthearted moment, right? Then we flip over to Martell, and he's at the house. He got somebody in there giving him a facial, right? He's getting the facial. Sheree calls, of course. They gotta have this cross promo of each other being on each other's shows, and it's just like nauseating. It truly is. Like, clearly Sheree has no standards. Like, when you look at how Bob treated her, how she allowed that, when you look at Tyrone being in prison and she just went with that for years, Martell is a significant upgrade from the men that she's dated. He is. No matter how much of a dog that man is, Martell is still a significant upgrade to Sheree. Okay, so it's a fake relationship, but she probably really like him a little bit. Probably the best man she ever had. A man that actually takes care of his kids. Okay, he ain't out here cussing her out and throwing stuff in the face. Trying to choke her out and everything, threatening to throw her out a window through the car. Probably the healthiest relationship that she's been in that small little ecosystem. Now, what he do when he step outside of that ain't got nothing to do with who shot John. But it's probably one of the better relationships that Sheree has had, regardless of how ridiculous that man is. So they call, oh, you was in Portugal. So she on a girls trip in Portugal, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. Martell's mama, what's her name? Marlene. Miss Marlene come in, and these be the scenes where I'm like, I can't take it. I be sitting here just tight all up in my chest, just anxious, like shoulders all up to my ear, because this woman just truly just gives me anxiety, the way that she enables her son to be the F-boy that he is. So they sitting here talking about he's single, yada yada, blah blah. He tells her he's going to counseling. What you need counseling for? Why are you going to counseling? Why are you going to counseling? Why wouldn't he go to counseling, Miss Marlene? He is the sole cause of his marriage dissolving. Okay, he cheated and made an outside baby. It's the 80-20 rule. We gotta see why he was searching for that 20 so heavy. He need to be up in here, Miss Marlene. That's why he's in counseling. Why would you ever, gently or not, discourage somebody from going to counseling? Somebody that is clearly troubled. But I guess if you admit that he need counseling, you got to admit that you probably need counseling too, because you probably what got him to the mindset that him thinking all of this is okay, which is why he in counseling now. But all y'all need counseling. But she can admit that the kids need counseling. Oh yeah, they need counseling. They going through this divorce with y'all and everything. But he don't need counseling. The kids can get fixed, but they gonna come home and try to have a conversation with their daddy about what's going on, and he ain't gonna be able to relate because he don't go to counseling. Miss Marlene don't make no sense, y'all. She get on my nerve so bad. Then they get into the whole thing of like, yeah, Mel need to stop bad mouthing you around the kids. Now, y'all, I don't even. Not that I don't like her, I don't know how to dislike her, but I don't even care for Melody. She ain't even my favorite person on this show. But I'm sure that he is doing way more bad mouthing to the kids than she is. We have seen it on the TV. We have seen him bad mouth her to the kids or try to make the kids pick a side in a sense. So yeah, Miss Marlene the enabler, you know. Next we see Courtney and Stormy. And ooh, this was a triggering conversation, but in reverse, right? But in reverse. So Stormy and Courtney, he want the boobs back, y'all. He want the boobs back. He is ready for Stormy to stop breastfeeding. He said that little boy, he eats steak. He is a grown man. He don't need that titty milk no more. That's a grown man. I'm feeding him steak. He is chewing steak. He don't need that no more. Get them boobs back to me. She like, no, I'm thinking about breastfeeding until he 3. 3? He said, not in this house. Not around these parts. I want to breastfeed all my kids. All of your kids. All of them. Ain't no all of these kids. Courtney said, this it. Ain't no more. You had them complications and we good. We family of 3 for me. I'm with Courtney. She like, no, but what if we use a surrogate? Or what if we do this? Courtney just filing through excuses. It's like, okay, what top 3 excuses men tell they wife? What about that? Well, I don't want you to, your life to be in danger. No, that don't work. Okay. I don't want the kids to have to compete. No, not that. Okay, well, I just don't want no kids. I don't even feel like finishing this list of top 5 reasons men. I just don't want no kids. You right. I'm making up excuses. I don't want them. She mad. She later gone over to her mama to have a conversation about said things. So next we see Mel call everybody. And everybody's, for the most part is, oh, okay, hey, yeah, okay, cool. Give me the information. Tisha was a little quiet on the phone, but she was like, I'm here. But Martell and Stormy, who? Who is this? Who? They so petty. They did exactly what Kimmy said somebody was gonna do. So that was a funny little moment. Next we get to Kimmy's party, and Tisha came in all red to a breast cancer event. And it really set the tone on what I'm gonna be looking at her like for this season. Because why? You couldn't go change clothes to put on some pink. You come into a breast cancer event in full red. I know it ain't that deep to some, but it's disrespectful to me to not be in dress code A, and with something as serious as pink for breast cancer awareness at a breast cancer party. Ma'am, even if you took the blazer off and found a pink top to put on top of that and just have it pink on top and the red on bottom, just for the sake of cohesion and respect, I feel like that was something that should have been done. And it's just, foreshadowing that Tisha might get on my nerve quite a bit. She might get on my nerve quite a bit this season, y'all. So next we see Stormy is talking about how she ain't really with how everybody moving. They acting like we just been talking and da-da-da. I don't really do the fake stuff. You don't, Stormy? So what was that whole Gucci bag debacle that we saw? What was all of that? Because it was sure giving fake to me. It was surely giving fake to me. And others out there, I'm sure. I got her a Gucci bag because I want us to be Gucci. Yeah, I just want us to be Gucci. Yeah. Well, I got you this Gucci bag. I want us to be Gucci. Yeah, I got her a Gucci bag. I want us to be Gucci. Like, girl, is this your gimmick for the season? Like, it was so annoying last season. It was so annoying. So annoying. So next, what we got next? Martell bothering Melody about this prayer. He want her to pray for them to get back together / be able to co-parent. I'm with Melody. I'm not wasting guys' time with that. Get out of my face. I just said that so you can get out of my face. So get out of my face. Period. And so next we see Kimmy get up and she updates everybody on her status. Chemo went really well. It nearly shrunk the tumor completely. So she got surgery coming up. But like when they did the scan, they said they don't even really see signs of tumor, but they still want to go in there and take out the tissue that was surrounding the tumor. So, she's happy. And Reese admits, you know what? You did need this party. You did need this party. Okay, cool. So next we see Stormy pulls Mel to the side to basically be like, so are we good? Are we good? I'm just wondering because you said that we was gonna link up when we left LA, but I never heard from you, and then I've been texting you and you don't reply. So did you call? Did you get the duns? You didn't get the duns? Well, yeah, I changed my number. Okay, girl. Well, if you change your number, how's I supposed to know that you changed your number? You could have called. You could have DM'd me. You DM me all the time, bro. You could have DM'd me and asked for my number. Now, I see both sides of this. Stormy's probably not DMing her per se, but probably replying off of stories or something. Probably flipping through stories, see something. Oh, LOL. Oh, this. And it goes to DM and they kind of lightly communicate that way. So, yeah, if it meant that much to you, you just would have been like, hey, girl, I tried to text you and, I got the duns. What's good? But also, I'm with Stormy. If you wanted me to have your number, you would have gave it to me. So if I'm texting you and you're not replying, I'm going to just assume that you don't want me to have contact with you anymore. So, no, I'm not going to DM you, girl. And that's where that episode goes off. Episode 2 comes on where they still talking and Stormy is like, yeah, well, I knew that you cut yourself off from people, but I didn't know you would do it to me. And it's like, girl, especially now that you cast, of course she's going to ice you out. If you got anything to do with these people, she's going to ice you out, okay? It's just, I don't even understand. I don't even understand. She goes back and forth. We used to laugh about, not being needy friends. And, basically like, oh, now Stormy becoming needy. Now she's just wondering why you moving different. But my thing is like, they not even friends apparently, right? I was watching an interview, was it Ooh Ladies First, I guess? Yeah, Ooh Ladies First panel. And apparently Stormy had hit Melody up to do some brand, like some product placement or whatever, you know what I mean? To like promote her brand. It wasn't like, oh, we were friends, this, that, and the third. And I guess Melody, producer hat on. She was like, ooh, yes, cute black girl with money. Ooh, you got this estate, girl. This somebody I need in my circle. Let's see if we can, ease her on into the show. See how this goes. Because remember, we first saw Stormy while she was pregnant and Melody was shooting her video at Stormy's estate. So it's like they slow dripped her in like they, usually do with these things. But girl, if y'all not even friends like that to begin with, and you get on this cast, why would you not think that you wouldn't get cash treatment? So that's another thing where it's like, I really started off wanting to love Stormy, but it's just, So next we see Kiki shows up and Tisha is surprised. Oh, I didn't know she was gonna be here. Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't know she was gonna be here. I guess so. Then we see Kimmy being an enabler. She might as well sit in the room with Miss Marlene and fill Martell's head with all of these things that should have been. No, take accountability. Why would you do that? Forget all of that, okay? We are one big happy family, and it's just so hard not to see y'all together as one in this big happy Love and Marriage Huntsville family, comeback group, expired family. And it's just like, girl, why? Nobody should be enabling Martell, especially the cast. His mama is one thing, but Kimmy doing it, it's like, you're literally, this is dangerous. Because the more that they enable Martell on the fact that, not really driving home the point that he did something wrong when he's like, I want to fight for my family and I need my family back and she won't do this and she won't do this and she won't do this. Martell, why won't she do it? What did you do to incense her, to make her walk away from the situation, whatever it may be? What did you do? Nope, won't care about that. It's the fact that, we used to seeing them together. They was together 20 years and woo boy, I can't believe y'all ain't together. I just can't let go of this divorce that y'all done had. So Kimmy done pumped him up to go annoy Mel even more. He just sitting there watching from across the room. See, she getting ready to go. Hops up. Oh, I'm walking to your car. I'm walking to the car. No, I don't need you to walk me to the car. I parked right out front. I'm good. That's your purse? Yeah, that's my Versace. That's my Versace. Nope, I got it. I can get myself to the car. So she's annoyed because he's doing the most. So then he's like, well, I'm gonna just walk you to the door. Well, she won't let me walk out, y'all. She won't let me walk out. She go ahead and leave, and he's sitting there with with Tiffany and Louis, and like they all kind of laughing about how Martell, oh, she left you. Oh, okay, cool, okay, whatever. Little light moment, just so they can be in the scene, basically. And, leave it to Maurice in this scene with Kimmy, to be the only one that's like, oh, well, his bed, he got to lay in it. But on to that next scene. We see Kimmy, she's coming up, and Reese is like, why you out of breath? Why you out of breath? She's packing her bag. She's got surgery coming up, and she just want to make sure she got her bags packed. She's talking about, oh, I'm going to cook dinner and do this so it'll be ready. He like, nah, girl. Sit your behind down. It's really. So they talk about, surgery, and then they get to the party, and then they talk about Mel and Martell. She's telling him how Martell he misses Mel so much, and oh, da da da. And Reese is like, and he made his bed, he got to lie in it. It don't matter how he missed her. It don't matter what we used to seeing. He is not in a position to get anybody back, and stay out of it, leave it alone, gone on. It's basically where Reese stands with it. Next we see the Fletchers, y'all. Y'all remember the Fletchers when Mel and Martell was in that backyard and Mel had that terrible braided wig down with that black outfit, that black short set, like she finna go set it off, and she was breaking glasses and throwing stuff at Martell. Those Fletchers. When he drug him in there. When you cheated on your wife, those Fletchers. When Marceau was like, yeah, I was in Atlanta with Chris. That's not my bag. That Fletcher. So he's going to meet them. He didn't know it was their date night. Nell, the wife, she didn't know that he was coming. Oh well, they all friends. They done had a many drinks together, whether it's a third wheel or not. Whatever. So everybody is just so thirsty about Sheree. Everybody. It's like, ooh, snap. Sheree is the big city girl that's coming to play with the Huntsville kids, baby. They are excited. How's Sheree? You talk to Sheree. What are you and Sheree doing? Is she the one? You gonna marry Sheree? What about Sheree? How's Sheree? When we gonna see Sheree again? It's like, my goodness. Okay. So he's talking about, I ain't, with nobody exclusive. Well, he want to propose at the end of the year. That's what he's saying in the confessional. How that works, Way? How you not even in a monogamous relationship now, but you talking about you gonna propose to somebody later on down the line? Okay. Next, he gets to talking about the custody battle. And they like, what custody battle? Why y'all going in and out the courts? What you talking about? You taking her to court? Yeah, because, she got 20 babysitters. I love that the wife was like, ain't nobody got no 20 babysitters. That don't even sound right. Nobody got no 20 babysitters. Like, what are you talking about, dude? So he goes to talking about, oh, she need more qualified supervision for the kids, and she went out of town and she had her brother to come be with the kids instead of just bringing them back to me. She had her brother come. So is the problem 20 babysitters, or is the problem her brother? Which bothers me, because nobody really wants to address the fact that this is homophobia. He's mad that the kids see two men living together as a happy, loving relationship unit. Okay, he feels like his children should not see that. They're too young for that. That is the real world. That is their uncle. People go visit their uncle. Like, people do that. She's not a bad mom because she had her brother come in to be with the kids at her house, apparently, while she had to go away. So, the homophobia, y'all. Sickening. Sickening. So then we see Kiki and her cousin. Kiki and their other cousin, Courtney. I mean, not Kiki. Tisha and the cousin, Courtney. So, Tisha gonna tell her, oh, you look so pretty. Oh, you kind of look like me. No, girl, she cuter than you, okay? They all look alike. Don't get me wrong. Them jeans is strong over there, okay? But Courtney is cuter than you, Tisha. So she wants her to work at her brokerage firm, you know. Oh, you do great marketing, and I know you're in luxury real estate right now, but will you come work with me? And Courtney is like, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. If everything lines up, we'll see. But before I do that, you and Kiki gotta sit and talk, because we gotta figure out, you know, this family relationship. Y'all been the two big cousins that held me down and made sure I stayed on track. So here I go, being the big cousin to get y'all back on track. Okay, cool. She agrees to go on a cousin date with Kiki. Now this is just Tisha and Kiki. It's ain't the three of them, because she said y'all need to go out. Y'all handle it. Ain't nobody got time to be playing with y'all. Next we see Mel and Nell have a talk. And Nell was like, baby, I gotta get to the bottom of this, because he talking about some 20 babysitters, and I know that's a lie. Yeah, girl, that's a lie. Everybody know Martell lie. And the fact that they just sit around to listen to him lie is ridiculous. And I agree with Melody. The fact that they just sit around and listen to him lie, like he don't just be lying all the time, it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. So Mel gets to crying about how she never thought that she wouldn't be able to see her kids every day. This is not the life that she wanted to live. She didn't want to be divorced. Martell made her, you know, he forced her hand. Because when you coming home with a side baby, that's it. That's it. I was telling my mama the other day, cheating don't be the deal breaker for a lot of people. It's the embarrassment that comes behind it. You got a baby, that's the biggest embarrassment. You can't hide that. That don't go away after a year. That baby is forever. That baby is forever, okay? So anyway, they have that heart-to-heart, and Melody is grateful that Nell came to her to get her side of the story versus just listening to and believing Martell. So next we see Kiki and Tisha. They on their cousin date. They at the gym. Tisha's there first, and then Kiki walks in after Tisha's kind of got started. The instructor, I don't know why she looking so goofy in the face. Like you didn't know the girl was coming. You knew this session was for two? Did you not know who was coming? I feel like, now that I'm listening to it in my head, she probably thought it was going to be like Tisha and who am I trying to say? No, it wouldn't have been Kimmy. It wouldn't have been Kimmy. She probably thought it was going to be her and somebody else main cast. The trainer was giving, I'm a fan who watched the show. So when I saw Tisha, I just thought I was going to see Marceau or Melody or somebody else. But when she saw Kiki, she probably was like, ooh, this about to be good. Because she looking all types of goofy and shocked in the background. But anyway, they get to talking, and Tisha is mad that she feels that Kiki let them use her. You let them use you to talk bad about me, to bring up untrue things in my marriage and da-da-da-da. And in my head, I'm like, I don't think she let them use her. I think that she just really either A, don't like Tisha like that, or B, is just very jealous of Tisha. So if she can, tell her down a few notches to put them back at the same level, that's what she'll do. That's what it's giving. Kiki was cool when they was on the same level, but Now that Tisha done did all of this, I don't think their relationship gonna get too much better with things that we heard in that next episode. But that's it for episodes 1 and 2. I gotta take notes on episode 4, and I'll do a review for 3 and 4 later on this week after I do Power. After I do my Power review. So, alright, y'all, subscribe, like the video, love, share it, all of the things, y'all. Bye.